Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 4 of the November Daily Draws and the beginning of a new week. So let's see what kind of message we're going to get to focus on as we start this week. And I'll be taking the first card as usual from the Tarot Grand Luxe deck, and then an Oracle card from the Oracle of Visions. So let's give a last minute shuffle, choose our first card, and see what kind of message we're going to get. So here we go. Let's choose our first card. And today we will go there. So, our card for today is... this is the Ten of Swords. So, maybe we've just become so overwhelmed that we don't know we don't know what to think next. We're just so overwhelmed. And about a situation, and things have just built up, and the tens are usually like the end of a cycle, and the threshold of a new, and maybe now's the time that the worst could be over. The worst is likely to be over, with this card showing up. That now is the turning point where there's a chance of a new beginning. That all the overwhelming things, all the things coming upon you, all the burdens and the stress and the anxieties that's built up, it's come to that point now where it's time for that to stop. Where you may need to take action to break out of that, because it may have gotten to the point where what's going on, it just can't continue the way that it's been. You need to make a decision that now is the end of the road of that particular situation, and that you're not going to be allowed, you're not going to allow yourself to be so overwhelmed by it that you're going to take action, that you're going to take all the necessary steps to begin a new cycle, a new beginning. And it may need that you need to break away from a situation. You may need to, it may be just this way of thinking, this way of approaching a situation. It's come to the end of the road. It's not going to work. I need a new approach. It's time to begin again. So often the Ten of Swords is often seen as a negative card because it's about ruin. Sometimes people say it's about ruin. It's about betrayal. And yes, it can be. I don't believe that's the case here. But if you've been betrayed by somebody, if that's appropriate to you, just move on from it. Don't allow that betrayal to continue to bring negativity into your life. Learn from it, but don't let the person that betrayed you continue to have power over you by allowing the thoughts of that betrayal to bring negative energy into your life. Acknowledge that, yes, somebody let you down, somebody betrayed you, and you need to release that, you need to accept that, release that, but it's the problem is more with them betraying you. It's their problem. They're the ones that did the betrayal. You're the betrayed, right? And you did nothing wrong. So release that person, that situation to the universe, and decide that you were not betrayed because of any fault with you. You were betrayed because of the negativity within that person. And so don't, just accept that these things happen, but don't let it bring that negativity into your life, and just cut it off and say, right, this is where that situation ends. I'm learning my lessons from it, and then I'm moving on, but I'm still going to move forward positively and embrace new things, and this is not going to stop me. So I think really what the Ten of Swords today, in whatever way is applicable, is to say enough's enough of the way that things have been, and here's where the change begins to come in. This is a new way of thinking, a new approach, that I'm drawing a line in the sand. This is it. This is where this cycle ends. We're beginning a new cycle and starting afresh. So if that's applicable in any way, or if it's just a case of a way of thinking that's not been working for you and it's not going to, it's time to cut that thinking off and come up with some new ideas. So it's basically a cutting off point and starting again message. And at the beginning of this week, it's a good time to begin again. So let's see what oracle card we get to go with this. And go there. So our card is this is like the saying that giving enough time, a monkey with a typewriter, that's like a scene from Hamlet, isn't it? Is that saying that given enough time and goes and combinations and a monkey could write the works of Shakespeare on a typewriter. It's that law of probability, chance, and everything. But why should we leave anything to chance? We don't need to let be constantly trying to write the works of Shakespeare like the monkey. We just by accident. We're more to have a that's been a fatalistic victim of chance probability. But our journey, we are in control of our journey. We can decide, if we want to write something equivalent to the works of Shakespeare, we can be creative and choose to do that. It just doesn't happen by accident. We have that determination of what we're going to produce in our lives or what we're not going to produce in our lives. We're not to just leave it to that chance that given enough time, something brilliant will happen. We have to make a decision for it to happen. We have to decide that all the negativity is at an end, and we're choosing to bring positivity into our lives. You have that light there that's coming in as a sign of breaking into that darkness. So there's a hope there, and we need to choose to turn to that and focus on that positivity. And as we do, that light will get brighter and brighter. So this card is saying, no, we're not leaving things to chance. We're taking back control. We're steering our own lives, and we're not going to be the victim of circumstance, and just seeing what happens to us. We're going to take back control and determine, and make the right choices, and put the right boundaries in place, and all these things that are involved, and work towards our goals with focus and clarity. And when we, in order to begin a new cycle, we're not going to just leave it just to happen by accident. We can connect with the universe and work with the universe, work with the things around us, the resources that we have, and build our own future. So I think that is the message of the cards today, is don't be a victim of circumstance anymore. Put a line in the sand, move on, make the decision. You're in control. You can decide what happens next. So I will leave you all with that message, and of course I'll be back tomorrow for day 5. Until then, thanks for listening. I hope you're going to have a good week. I hope that whatever your situation, you do reach out for that positive light that is there, and that you do draw a line in the sand for whatever's been going on. Finish that cycle, start anew, and bring in that positive energy. So, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.